Good evening, guys. Can you hear me? Is there anybody here? I'm not quite sure if there's anybody in at the moment. Can you hear me? I'm getting a little bit of feedback. I need to switch that off. I can hear it on my own screen, so hopefully you guys can hear it. I actually didn't realise that there were as many games to go as there actually are. Good evening, Ollie. How are you doing, my friend? Evening, Andy. I didn't realise there were so many games to go, because there could actually be 7 games to go. If we beat Newcastle in the semi-final, first game up, then we could have a final to go through, plus 5 league games. It was going to be a tight squeeze to get all this into the episode, but I'm not hoping, actually secretly hoping, don't tell the squad, I'm secretly hoping we don't make it through to the final, because Manchester City are waiting for whoever wins, and I really don't want to go out the last game of this save to a 4-0 or 5-0 defeat against Manchester City. I'd rather Newcastle have their moment of glory rather than us have to go to the final. But you know me, once I get into the game, I want to win it. And Newcastle will be tough anyway, very, very tough, especially as we are kind of slipping into a bad run at the moment. And the way to get out of one of these little episodes is to change something. And so I'm going to change the tactic a little bit for Newcastle, because they're going to be expecting us to play in the way we've played for the last half a dozen games. So we're going to change something. Something I've learned to do at Middlesbrough, no less. Change something at Middlesbrough, which worked extremely well. We'll try it here at Burnley. But how are you guys? You all good? Had a good day? And ready for this? I don't know if I am. We need to go and play some football. But what I'm going to do with the tactic, I think, is I'll actually wait until the boys are lining up, till I've made my decisions, before we actually do anything. And then we'll make these decisions later. I'll go with this for now. And no, I'm not changing the team that I want to play. And I don't want to play cautiously. That would be really silly. But I do want to have a look at what he wants to do. We could hard tackle him, I guess. Although I really can't see the point, because my left winger is not really that strong or brave, and telling him to hard tackle quite a strong boy is probably not the best thing. So I'm just going to turn him onto his left foot. I don't know why he wants to do that. I don't have anybody who's very strong either on the other side. But I do think that we need to turn him onto his right foot. We certainly don't want to be telling players to go into situations where they don't want to go. And who is this guy? He's a ball winner, isn't he? Clearly a ball winner. And we need just to close him down, I think. Just close him down. We're not going to go thundering in on him, but we'll just limit his space. Herrera, probably a bit of a passer. Yeah, creative sort of chap. And doesn't have a great deal of flair, though. But I want to tight mark him, I think. He doesn't have much pace, and his agility, his balance isn't that good. We tight mark him and left foot. That's what we'll do with him. Certainly not going to hard tackle him again. Although, because of his agility, his strength, he's quite brave, though. I don't think we need to... Hey, Finley, how you doing, mate? And then Guimaraes, obviously a very good player, passer of the ball, creative sort. We'll tight mark him and left foot, I think. Why does he want to close him down? Has he got a long shot? No, not really. We'll just tight mark him. And left foot. I think it was his left foot, wasn't it? Yeah, left foot. And then the danger men. We don't have much pace, in all fairness, for a winger. But he's good dribbler of the ball. He's a good ball carrier, isn't he? Crossing, excellent. So I want to actually going to force him outside because we are playing a low block. That's what you should be doing with a low block, is force them outside. So I'm just going to put him onto his right foot. Not going to tight mark him. Just put him onto his right foot. If I tight mark him, he'll make a monkey of my fullback. I don't want that to happen. And the same for this geezer. We'll turn him onto his left foot because that's what we want to do. We want to force him out wide, playing the low block. Don't want him coming inside. And then Isak is, of course, the danger. I don't want to tight mark him. My system wants to tight mark him, but look at his dribbling, look at his pace. Get too close to him and we'll be in trouble. So we'll just take that off and put him onto his left foot. I think it was his left foot. My memory is not that great. And so that's pretty much all we're going to do for them. Weaker foot mostly. And I think I am going to make a couple of tweaks to the tactic. I'm going to play with a higher line because they didn't strike me as that pacey. But instead of holding shape, I'm going to counter attack. We'll take off slow it down, and we'll play with the higher line, and I might trigger press slightly more often. Going to be a little bit more aggressive in terms of how we handle them at the beginning. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to up the passing directness a little bit. And I'm going to keep those two things on because I want them to pass the ball rather than dribble with it. So that's what we're going to do. I don't expect big things from this game. Okay, Finley, no problem. And I will just hope that I don't actually get through. I need to... I've been running the pre-season. What am I doing? I've been running the pre-season at Middlesbrough, and I like to have the sound on when I'm playing the friendlies there. So let's click that off, and let's go to the game, and let's see if that little tweak has made any difference. It did at Middlesbrough, so let's see. When we're on a bad run, you've got to change something, because obviously something is not working. So we'll change that a little bit. We're just going to up the passing directness, counter-attack instead of holding shape. See what happens. I hope that Newcastle are a little bit too strong for us, because I really don't want to play Manchester City in the final and get hammered as a last game. I really would like to finish on a high. Your screen's gone black, Andy. What's happened there, mate? I'm still getting excellent connection here. And, oh, that was close. But that's an issue with the lines. That if that happens, that's an issue with the lines. That's what the game is telling me. And I've still got a really good stream going my end, Andy. I'm not quite sure what's happened. So we may need to actually take this kind of approach and play higher up the pitch. Oof, that was close from Newcastle. That was close. Because when that happens, when you attack and then you have that big space, that's an issue with your lines. And you've got to adjust them one way or another. And at the moment it's... oh, we've got an injury. How wonderful. Which is not good news. But we'll continue with this for a little while. And Leonardo is in space. And he's got round the goalkeeper. And he has scored. And the referee, is he checking this? Is he? No, he's not. We have taken the lead. And I don't know if you saw that, Andy. But that's unfortunate if you didn't. And, we have taken the lead here. And I was thinking about that space and just behind their defense. I was thinking it was going to be a problem, and I'm not sure I need to do anything at this point in time. Leonardo found that space this time. It is a bit of a worry. If we need to nurse him through, I don't want him running around. It's a calf, so I don't want him running around. So what I might do is put him in a role where he doesn't have to run around. So we'll make him an advanced playmaker, and we'll put him on a support role so he doesn't have to run around too much. And we'll get him to hold his position just to get him through to half time, really. And then he can ease off the tackles, close down less, and just help him to get through to half time. And now I've got my fullback who's taken a knock as well. What is going on here, FM? It's like 2 players who've taken a knock. That's not very nice. But at the moment we're still beating Newcastle by a 1-0. And can we be defensively solid? I don't like having an injured full-back on that side, and there's an equaliser. But the referee is going to check VAR for that one. He's having a look. I thought he was onside. I thought it was a good goal. At the moment, we're just about... Yeah, it's been disallowed. I need to get Lewis off the pitch. I can't have an injured full-back. It's one of the things I can't have. And Kirkin will have to come on that side. And, I think I probably need to close him down a little bit more as well. We'll see. We'll monitor that right-hand side. I think I have... No, he's on support, but I wonder if I need to close down that winger a little bit more. But at the moment, it's fairly even Stevens in terms of shots on target, and we are beating Newcastle at the moment. And it is 1-0 coming up to the last 5 minutes of the half. Are we going to get another one here? It's Costinha, who's on a yellow. That's a worry as well. Maswega back into... And what's happened here? Is the referee giving a penalty? He certainly is. He could be 2-0 up here. Ah, boy, if you make a little tweak when you're on a bad run, this is what happens. Sirkin, is it Sirkin, Ollie? I like saying Kirkin. Like Gherkin. But Sirkin, he will become for the last episode. Sirkin. And it is going to be Sirkin. And he's missed it, you idiot. Fair play. He's probably, just because he's probably just come on. And shouldn't have had him taking the penalty. But I didn't think quick enough. We are still 1-0 up. And now I've got that's the 3rd injury. Well, it's actually Clivert who hasn't made it. And who was my hero of the Carabao Cup final? It was Cherlanov. He's one of our best players, and he's out for about a month now. Who does he play for then, Ollie? Who does Sirkin play for? So now I've got 2 injuries. This is just bizarre. Big games, and I go and get 2 injuries like this. But Jamal Lewis is quite important. Have we not reached half-time yet? I thought we'd reached half-time. He wants me to play for set pieces. I'm not so sure yet. That's an extra time kind of doodah, that is. Devlin's aggressive already. I love Devlin. He's always aggressive in the dressing room. I absolutely love him. So yeah, the media giving you a lot of credit. You weren't that bad. You weren't that bad. You weren't that bad. They were that bad in midfield. They were terrible in midfield. But I don't want to tell them that today. We are in Europe. We've got to remember we are in Europe. And I'm a bit annoyed that we've missed that penalty. To be 2-0 up would have been really good. But we are leading the shots on target. And this would be like a monumental victory, but I really don't want to be playing Manchester City. I really don't want to. No, please. And can Asprilla do something? He can. Finds Larson. Larson into the box. Can't find the man. It's cleared. Can we pick this ball up? Yes, we can. Well done. Larson's picked it up. Finds Maswega. Danilo. Costinha. I think I need to tell him to ease off the tackles as well while it's a day that things are going wrong. And Larson into the box. What a chance. We've made it 2-1. It's 2-1. And I had a good time to tell Costinha to ease off the tackles. He plays, Sirkin plays for Sunderland, does he? Oh, that's interesting. That's really interesting. Oh, yes, Leonardo with his second of the day. Defensively, we're not playing very well, though, at all. And I wonder if this is because of the high line that we're not playing very well. Sirkin's having a nightmare. What's the matter with him? He's on a 6.4 because he's missed the penalty, isn't it? That's why. I think it might be coming up to the time when I go into containing the game mode. What happened to... Oh, yeah, that was disallowed. So we are 2-0 up at the moment. I forgot Newcastle's goal was disallowed. Let's defend this well. We didn't defend it well. Set piece, though. We have to try and keep going now. I'm not going to change it now. I'm not going to close it down. That was just poor defending. Poor goalkeeping. But I'm not going to close it down yet. It's just... Why am I not seeing what I'm seeing there? Okay, let's make some more changes. Larson has now taken a knock. What is going on here? Oh boy, I don't think I've got another right winger, have I? Asprilla can play there. And Lee can come up in here. I might as well make all my other changes now. Sirkin is having a dreadful game. So I need to bring off one of these midfielders. Asprilla is poor as well. But I need to keep him on just in case of penalties. I will bring on... Perhaps need to bring on a right back, but I don't have one. Ah, this is terrible. Asprilla's having a nightmare, but I don't have... Can Bellegarde come in here? No. You've injured all my bloody right wingers. I don't have anybody I can bring in there. Cherlanoff, 6.5. Not good enough. Not good enough, Cherlanoff. He's just come on as well, hasn't he, Cherlanoff? Needs to stay on his feet. Yeah, he's already eased off the tackles. He needs a rollicking then, doesn't he? I don't know if I want to actually change anybody at the moment. My two midfielders are playing well. Don't know if I want to make any changes at the moment. At the moment, 9-4, 10-5. We're just about holding on. Anybody getting particularly tired here? I need to find where that's gone. There's something wrong with this because I can't see the hearts. And I need to see the hearts. There we go. Danilo is tired, so let's get Devlin on. He's an aggressive type. Oh, I'm not allowed to make any more substitutions. Because I've made the 3, haven't I? That's the reason for that. I've made the 3 pit stops because of the injuries. Which could just, I'm going to close the game down now. So we're going to go into hold shape, slow the pace down. Much shorter passing. And in case they start throwing balls over the top. Going to try and close the game down now. Just hold on. Oh, Ollie, City is always tough in FM. And what was that? Who was that? Just giving the ball away. That was a spree. He's having a shocking game today. Cherlinoff, come on. Do something good today. Sirkin, come on, you too. You're on a 6.2. Do something good today. Half of that's because of his penalty miss, though. His passing looks quite crisp, though, down there. But I don't like having Cherlinoff answer. What I'm going to actually do, I don't like this very much. I'm going to focus play down the right, because those two on the left are having a dreadful game. And I don't trust them because of their ratings. Oh, that's why I don't trust them. They're both playing really badly. And there's that long punt over the top. Did I do enough with the lines? Yes, I did. I forced them to shoot from distance. Whew. Are we going to win this game? This will be crazy if we win this game. We just got to hold on now. Well done, Leonardo. But they've won it back. It's coming back at us. Hold on, boys. I think what we're going to do is come down to cautious now. Just play it nice and easy. Don't take any risks. This is so nerve-wracking. I hate FA Cup semi-finals. Well done, Sirkin. Cherlinoff, that's a poor pass. He's having an absolute nightmare. Put us right in trouble here. And Newcastle are in, and it's saved. I'm going to tell him off. I'm absolutely going to berate him and Sirkin. Absolutely dreadful. Muric, do not put it down the left. Right hand side, keep it away from those two numbskulls. Good Lord. Yes, another final. Another final. Oh boy. But that adds pressure now. We got to get through the save because now I've still got 6 games to go. Oh boy. I don't know how we've done that. But that's what you do, guys. If you're struggling and you find this happens, change something. And we tweaked it about a bit. And now we got the victory. And if you do that, just change your shape or just go more direct or shorter passing. Just change something. And the game will reward you. Only 1 to 2 days. That's more worrying. Larson 1 day. Man City. Oh my God. Oh boy. Well, that's like... oh boy. We are in another final. So we now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 games to go now. I've got to get a shift on here. And I think these two are Premier League games. I think we're going to make another change. Where are Aston Villa in the league? Pretty good team, Aston Villa. And the thing is, I don't know if I want to actually... if I would want Burnley to be in anything more than the Conference League. I probably wouldn't want them to be in anything more than the Conference League. The Europa League would be too hard for them. So I don't know if that would be a good idea. Be more money, I guess. But in terms of the player development, Conference League would be better for them in terms of next season. But I don't know. And then we have Norwich. Cool. It's they're packing the fixtures in here as well. It's time to rotate, isn't it? Time to rotate. Aston Villa. If we beat Aston Villa, we've got a couple of decent games after that. But I do want to do something different again. I think I'm going to go with the Brazilian. tactic. I think we'll go to our training and we'll just do that. We'll train it anyway. Any crumpets tonight? Probably later, Andy. We'll have crumpets later. Nice. A nice cup of tea. I still got 3 crumpets left in the packet there. Nice bit of blackcurrant jam. You're right, I should be getting adverts for Greg's, shouldn't I? On my channel. I've also got a nice Scotch egg, which I could have. Oof, decisions. I've got to think about the football now, Andy, not food. I wonder where Gobby is. Has anybody heard from Gobby? He might be watching our City playing tonight in Europe. Haven't heard from Gobby, unless he's sitting there quietly. You just beat City 1-0. I hope that's an omen, Ollie. Devlin should be dropped by Australia. Everybody in the Australian rugby team should be dropped. That's for sure. I was so pleased with that result. Wales beating Australia. What a magnificent result. So, Connor Roberts, Gabia. I think we'll go with that. I'm quite happy with that team. Needs to be a bit of rotation now. Fixtures are going to come thick and fast. I'm going to swap those 2 over. Devlin's better putting his foot in there. Tackle harder, mark tighter. Yeah, he's good at that kind of thing. He's an aggressive boy. Second Prem season with Sheffield. Beating City in your second Prem season is a very good result. Normally I don't get the better of City until season 3, season 4 perhaps. So that's a very good result, Ollie. We do have one decent talent. What a terrible youth intake that is. Absolutely dreadful. Luckily this is the final season. We think that it's the final season because the challenge that I'll be talking about later, it might actually be Burnley again. You just never know. Just never know. But somebody actually suggested this to me and I thought, whoa, that is a tough challenge. And decided, well, it won't take long, so we could give that a go. And the plan for that challenge is we are going to resign at the end of this season. And then what we're going to do is just move the save on until February of the next season, just after the winter transfer window. And then whichever team is bottom of the Premier League at that time, we're going to take them over. And we have to survive. And we'll have 3 months to actually get them to survive. A harder save would be to go there at the beginning of March. But I was working out the time, and March would finish too early, I think. So we are going to start it at the beginning of Feb. And the reason beginning of Feb, because we cannot do any transfers. We just have the team that they have. And they'll obviously have been making a mess of things. So we have to rescue it. And that's what we're going to do for a few weeks after Burnley has finished. And I want to rest Amadozic as well. So I'm going to bring in Phillips at this point. I want to rest Amadozic. Danilo and Asprilla probably could do with a rest, but I don't want to totally decimate the team. I'm going to play this game in the Brazilian style. We're going to take the game to Aston Villa and try and beat them that way. We don't want to go. I'm actually not even... I'm going to let him... Am I going to let him... No, I'm not going to let him do this, silly fool. He has no idea how to do this, does he? Matty Cash. We're not going to do anything with Matty Cash. He's quite right about that one. Digne. We're going to turn him on to his right foot. And actually, Digne, I'm going to close him down. Kamara. Type mark him left foot. I wonder if he's going to play as a DLP. Douglas Luiz could also be playing as a DLP. Possibly a double Segunda Volante there. And then he will be left foot. Just left foot. We'll type mark him as well. Skov. Probably a candidate for a hard tackle. And Buendena. Good player. Type mark him left foot. Leon Bailey fast. Right foot hard tackle. And Ollie Watkins. He's in my fantasy team, Ollie Watkins. He's doing all right, actually, as well. Not a heavy scorer, but he's getting points for me. And I'm just going to turn him onto his left foot. I don't want to get too close to him. So I'm going to take that off. So we should be okay with that. We're going to play much higher up, of course. Going to try and be more expressive. Going to go out and enjoy this game. The team are very happy about it as well. We're going to go out there and try and enjoy. This is a gamble. I don't know if this is going to work. Our home form is very important. Look at Devlin. He's aggressive again. I trust you to make the difference. He's gone off aggressive now. Oh, he's back on aggressive. Gotta love Devlin. And so here we go, and it's very quiet out there. Nothing really much happening. Aston Villa have had the better of the exchanges in the first 10 minutes. But it's all very nothing at the moment. Very nothing. We're coming back into the game. Picking up the ball a little bit. Picking up the momentum. We've had 72% of the possession. It is a short passing tactic. But it's actually Villa, I think, who are the better team at the moment. So we need to be very careful. Although shots on target wise we are a little better, but Villa have had more of it, and it's early days yet to be judging this. Come on, let's be having him. Oh, Watkins. Oh boy. This isn't working, is it? This is not working. Let's demand more from them. What actually happened there? Nobody picked him up. My assistant was right. My assistant was right. Should have got closer to him. I don't mind, because 8th, we are already in Europe, and 8th will be good. The Conference League would be just about perfect for Burnley. They'd have every chance of winning the Conference League. This is not working at the moment. We're going to have to change something here. Villa are clearly the better team. So we're going to have to change something here. So you'd be terrible. Go sort it out. Devlin's now anxious, not aggressive. Goalkeeper's frustrated, but not as frustrated as I am, and so is Danilo. Let's go to the high press. And let's try and... Roberts on a yellow card again. Let's have him ease off the tackles. Devlin, of course, is on a yellow card. Of course he is. I don't know. It's a weakened team as well. And look at Connor Roberts, 6.3. I'm going to have to do something about that. I don't have another right back, do I? Oh, you know what I did? I left it to the assistant to set the bench up. He didn't put a right back on the bench. And of course, Connor Roberts is going to have a 6.3. What a numbskull. Leonardo's having a shocker. They all are. They just need a rollicking, don't they? Defenders. I'm not happy. I'm not happy. I'm not happy. We've got to do better. Let's hope the change of shape can get us back into this game. Wolves have closed the gap. But hey-ho, we're in Europe anyway. Anything 10th would be fine for this season. Be a bit disappointing because we finished, what, 10th last season. And I was hoping to do better this season. But we're just playing badly today. But the team has been rotated. Good ball over the top for Asprilla. Nobody's supporting him though. Somebody's arrived. De Silva. Chance. Past the post. It's getting up to substitutions time. I'll have to shout at... demand more. I don't really know. It's probably because it's a weakened team. I have to make another change. I think we have to go into the low block. And see if that is what will make the difference. Because this isn't making the difference. In fact, we're going to go 2-0 down, but it's over the crossbar. It's all Aston Villa at the moment. I know what... I know. I know. Let's push that line up. I thought that's supposed to be the low block. That's the low block. Let's counter. Terrible performance. Dreadful performance. Just offload it a little bit quicker. And I can't change my defense because of the stupid antics. Lee can go up top. I've still got Musa injured. Bellegarde can come in there. Asprilla's not playing very well at all at the moment. Danilo's doing okay. Devlin's doing okay. Both are tired though. Let's give Maswega on there. Nathan Phillips is having a nightmare. Let's leave that at that for now. Let's see if we can get back into this game. I don't actually know if we can. This is the last card. We've tried all three now. That was a penalty, ref. Or did he just fall over? Not a good result. Newcastle losing to Nottingham Forest now. We've knocked the stuffing out of them. Danilo's tired. Why did I leave that to the assistant manager. Never, never, never leave your subs bench to the assistant manager. It doesn't matter who he is. It's like FM does that deliberately, just to make you do your own subs bench. Because whoever he leaves out, and this time it was a right back, you can guarantee your right back is going to have a nightmare. Because you haven't got anybody to replace him now. And it always happens. It's guaranteed to happen. Come on, let's get back into this game, boys. Oh, Churlinoff. The only thing I can do now is go attacking. We've got to go for it now. Where's my other fullback then? We've just got caught out here. My fault, probably. Changing things around when I didn't need to. Let's demand more. It's actually very close, but they've just about edged it in terms of shots on target. A draw would be a fair result, actually, looking at this. Come on, let's win this ball. Well done. One more chance, boys. One more chance. That's a good ball. Asprilla into the box. Yes! We've pulled it back. The referee is checking VAR though. Oh no, please don't. Not in the last minute. The goal's awarded. Oh boy. That's how you rescue a point. Just going attacking. That was the secret. Nice one by Lee. Yeah, you see it? Look at that. Shots on target. It's so close. You can't separate them. But that wasn't a good performance. I'm not happy. I'm going to tell them that was not a good performance. And now we got these fixtures, which are going to come thick and fast now, aren't they? We've got... Oh, Asprilla did come to me, actually, and told me that he wanted to consider his options at the end of his contract, which is not up for another year. So I said, I don't want to lose you. And he said, oh, okay, then I'll stay. And that was how that conversation went. I do think they need to tidy up conversations in FM. That was like awful conversation. Well, please don't go. Oh, okay, I'll stay. That's so funny. Conversations are something that desperately need tidying up. Training. Rest one day. So now we've got Nottingham Forest. Now we've got to be beat. Nottingham Forest are 12th. How did they manage that? How did they manage that? Do I start with the same team and expect them to play better today? Yeah, probably, Robbie. He just needed a bit of love. Bless him. I think I'm going to consider my options at the end of the season because nobody loves me. I do. I want you to stay. Oh, okay, boss, I'll stay. Gotta love this game, haven't you? We don't want that there. We want some of that there, and we want some of this there. We've got two fixtures now, quick and thick and fast. These are two games we should be winning. Yeah, of course, Andy. I think we do need to bring Costinha back. Sirkin, do I give him another game? Actually, I'm going to play De Silva because Sirkin was absolutely dreadful. De Silva's normally a midfielder. And I'm going to put Asprilla in here. No, Lee is probably better to go there as the false 9, isn't he? Good thinking. And then Churlanoff out here. I just hope we do a little better against Nottingham Forest. Devlin, we can now bring... Who was playing there before? Maswega. Bring Maswega back. Costinha can come in for Roberts. Still got these 2 young kids on the sit, but I need to just get a few more points and then I'll start playing them. Musa's still injured. He's got to go in the summer. He's always injured. So let's sort the defence out. Roberts. Where's Sirkin? Sirkin can sulk on the bench today. And Gabia Amadozic. Amadozic can come back in, which means that Phillips can sit on the bench. Gabia can have a day off. No, Gabia and Amadovic. Babaraman, no, I don't need him now. We will put Makuta. Devlin, aggressive. Devlin. Kung In Lee. Do I want to play Lee up top? Yeah, let's put Lee there. And let's play Asprilla on the left. Kluivert and Bellegarde. Kluivert's form is terrible. Supposed to be a good player, Kluivert, but I'm kind of not too happy with how he's performed this year. Not been a very good player. So we got to beat Nottingham Forest. Now, this is like a must-win. How many injuries, FM? It's the end of the season. I normally don't get injuries at the end of the season. So now Makuta's out. Who's going to play midfield now? That's because I wanted to play Da Silva there. I see what FM is doing. It didn't want me to play Da Silva there. I'm going to bring Lindemann onto the bench. FM, because I've got my young boys. So take that. Do what you need to do. I've got Lindemann on, who can sit on the bench. He's a good boy. But you've got to agree, guys, that conversations in FM are absolutely terrible. I try to avoid them at all costs. Like the press, conversations with the press are just so depressing. I don't want to talk to them. I just click decline now, and it doesn't seem to have any effect on the game. Draw and a draw. We've got to do better than a draw here. We've got to beat these boys. Okay, we'll do that. Costinha showing no improvement, no longer a weakness. No, we'll keep going then. Well, I've been looking at that MB, and it's kind of, I would take that with a pinch of salt. I don't think there's much going to happen in FM24. I think they're just adding what I think are extra promises. When you add a promise, then that comes with a risk. And I just think that's what is happening. Okay, I promise you that I'll think about upping your playing time if you score 10 goals. And then the agents will come in and negotiate. It comes down to 5. And then he gets 5 goals. And then suddenly you've got a player now who's a regular starter that you were just wanted to be a squad player. So I'm not going to be using those promises very often at all. Not unless I want a player desperately to stay and I haven't got any money to offer him a new contract. And then I'll offer some promises. But they're talking about it being targets, but it's just another promise that they're adding. As if you get 5 assists, I'll give you a new contract. Oh, very dangerous. And whilst you have to hold your end of the deal, you've got to be careful about the personality of the player. Because if he's fickle and he doesn't achieve his target, you can turn around, well, I don't care about the targets. You've got to be, I'm going to take those with a real pinch of salt. I don't like those at all. Probably won't use those extra targets very much unless it becomes apparent that their FM want you to use them, and so they're going to encourage you by rewarding you. I don't know. It's a difficult one. So who's this they got playing at right back? He's got a lot of pace. I think we'll turn him on to... Oh no, he's a centre back. They're playing with a back three. They're playing with a low block, aren't they? Oh boy. They're playing defensive. Left foot. This is something that worries me. So we don't want to close him down. And right foot. And they are going to launch, looking at the pace, they're going to launch attacks at us. So I don't think playing the Brazilian is the right thing to do. Paddy McNair. Ah, there we go. Middlesbrough comes to mind here. Left foot. Paddy McNair, left foot. And this guy should be a passer, yeah, so type mark him, left foot. So, yeah, NB, it's interesting, but I don't think it looks that great to me. That it's cosmetic at the moment, just adding something, I think. But I might be wrong. It might be a good thing. Should I hard tackle him? No. We'll just left foot him and close him down. And they've got this funny system, haven't they? I think we need to play differently here. Right foot. And that's the one who... Right foot. Right foot. And then... Ooh, left foot. This is a tough fixture by the look of it. They're tired, but they're going to play... I think they're going to defend deep. So I'm going to go back into this shape. I'm going to try and pull them on. But I'm going to press a little bit more. Higher line. And we're going to counter-attack. Slightly up the tempo. I think this is going to be a difficult game. See you later, Ollie. I don't think this is going to be easy at all. I'm going to have to work for my corn here today. No wonder they're in 12th. They've got an interesting shape. Very interesting shape. We, though, are up to 7th. We've made the better start. Who's this? Burnley? Yeah, it's a spree with the corner. Yeah, it's I always struggle against that shape, but not struggling today. Sepis Amadozic. Christmas tree shape. I always struggle, Andy, against that one. Thanks, Ollie. That's really kind of you, mate. It's just I like doing these live streams because I get to talk to people and it's fun talking to people. And I just really love it. I enjoy it. I know there's also a lot of people who actually watch back the series. There was one guy commenting today, still only on about episode 17 or 18, I think. He just watches them back, which is so cool. Somebody spends 2 hours watching them back. But boys, we got to do better than this. 3 shots, 1 on target. We've had all the match momentum. The thing is, when they are doing this, the only way you can beat them is to pull that unit. You are having a laugh. What is this about? Why is the game giving me so many injuries? What have I done? Doesn't look like my players at the moment, does it? I'll be lucky to have a team left by the cup final. And probably Manchester City will have a clean bill of health. But at the moment, we are in 7th. We've closed the gap on Tottenham and Arsenal. But it's a pretty dire game. And I'm going to say I'm far from pleased. And we're going to tell Leonardo that was terrible. It's only Leonardo. I'm not happy with your performance, sunshine. You know, Andy, there is a script. It has to have a script. But I've always said the better question is not to question whether there's a script. Of course there is. How does it calculate the result otherwise? But the better question is, can I alter what the computer says the score is going to be? And the answer to that is yes. And there are so many good players out there who alter the script continually, like Marcus Leonardo. So yes, the better question is, can you change the script? And the answer is yes. And we've seen on here, you know, like, just change something. If things are not going well, change something, and then the game shifts. You don't always win, but the game, you can get the match momentum to shift. And telling Leonardo off there made a difference. He's now gone and got a goal. Well done. So 2-0 against Forest. This is good. We've opened up a gap again over West Ham. Let's make some changes now. Tiredness creeping in. Maswega's tired. Come on, Devlin. Aspria probably needs a rest. De Silva. Oh, Sirkin can come back and try and get forgiven. Danilo and Larson probably. Can Kluivert play there? Yes, he can. Kluivert. Danilo is very tired, but I don't have anyone who can come in and help him out now. Oh, I have Lindemann, don't I? I have. Oh, can't make any more. Oh, that was a chance for Lindemann. But 2-0. We'll take this one. What a team this Burnley has turned out to be. I think back to, like, even the first season where we just could not get them to play. Somehow we managed to get them to second. And then in the second season, like, we didn't win before Christmas. I think we need to close the game down now. Watching... we don't want to play for set pieces. Oh, we might as well, yeah, if we're going to shut down. That's always a good ploy, to lower the line in the last 5 minutes, because they're going to launch long balls over the top. Oh, come on. We got a red card here as well. Devlin's only been on 2 minutes. FM is trying to get rid of all my players. Injuries, suspensions. What is going on? What is going on? So I've got about 5 players out now, have I? It's bizarre. Well, it's not going to leave me without players, is it? Oh, we'll have a team. We'll have an 11 that we can put together. Nice defending. Oh, even Sirkin did well there. But that's a terrible pass. Who was that? Don't tell Gobby the AI's taking over. The AI has not got one past me so far in this episode. We've got the AI managed today. Results are good. But I just gotta have a look at how many players are actually sidelined. He's out for 4 to 5 weeks. So let's have a look at the medical centre. Current injuries. Look at this. +1 suspended. He's 4 to 5 weeks. He's 4 weeks. 2 weeks he'll be back. Musa's 2 weeks. He's 7 months. And then I've got 2 suspensions. I bet you when we get to Manchester City, they will have a clean bill of health. If you have a look at their players now, see? 1 injury. And I don't even know who he is. Challenges, that's what it is. Oops, I need to rest them. He doesn't need resting now. He's going to have a nice long rest. Anybody else? You could probably have a rest. Is the season coming to a bad end simply because my squad is being depleted? I think I'm going to have to go back into this low block. We'll go back into the low block and play the way that Middlesbrough played. Which did so well for Middlesbrough. I might have to do a video now. The 4-1-2-2-1 low block has been updated. Oh, too many injuries. And what's Devlin doing? That means I'm going to have to play Lindemann, aren't I? That's what it's doing. That's what the game is doing. It wants me to play the young boys. I see where it's going. What happened to Wolves? They won. It's all very nip and tuck. 3 games to go. How are we doing for time? Plenty of time. So maybe the game is telling me play those youngsters. If you don't, I'm going to injure all your players. Lindemann, he's going to have to play now. Can't put him in the under-21s. He's going to have to play. Danilo, form. Yeah, he has been in good form, hasn't he? Danger. See? He's got higher standards than that. Got to remember not to praise Danilo. Masuega. What's his form like? Nah, it's not very good. He's got very high standards, Danilo. So that's a straight red as well. He's not going to be available for 3 games, is he? That's him out of the 3 games. Oh, Devlin. We are running out of players, aren't we? I mean, look at this. It's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Roberts, Sirkin, Phillips, Lindemann, Chernoff, Kluivert, Bellegarde is a midfielder. And there's no one else I can put on there. Egan Riley can play as a DM. Steve Brown, McNally. Why do I want two centre-halves on the bench? Wait, what's happened there? That's better. Now, come on, FM. No more stupid injuries. Enough now. We're not even training very hard. In fact, most times we're only having like meetings. So what are they doing? Falling over a bucket in the corner or something? Come on, FM. Be sensible. Yeah, absolutely, Andy. He needed to go on holiday, didn't he? See, Lindemann is training well. Perhaps he should be playing. Maybe I am not giving him enough game time. That's what the game is telling me. Oi! Lindemann needs a game. I'm definitely going back to the low block now because it's just not happening for us at the moment. Expectations against Norwich, draw and a draw. That's very strange, isn't it? I'm not putting anybody in the under-21s because I'm running out of players. They're all going to be playing soon. Come on, let's do Norwich. Larsson's fit, Kluivert's fit. Musa not yet. Lewis a save, just in case of a crash. I'm not even going to bother with his clicking that this time. Let's go and... Ooh, look how tired they are. Max Aarons is pacey. Left foot, hard tackle. Left foot. Pero doesn't have any pace. Right foot, close him down. Lewis O'Brien. He's pretty much a ball winner, isn't he? Just close him down, right foot. And then these are your passers of the ball. Norwich are a good passing team. I'd like to have a player like him in my team. He's a good player. Tight mark him. Hard tackle him. And Gibbs, also very good with the ball at his feet. Tight mark him and hard tackle him too. Ikone, right foot, hard tackle. Zollis, I remember Zollis. Who was Zollis playing for? I think when I was up in Scotland. What's his history? Zollis, was it Preston? I can't remember. I had Zollis in one of my teams. Maybe it was in Portugal with Benfica. Yeah, it could be Benfica. Is this history? No, there's no... But it's different save, so I definitely had Zollis in one of my saves. I wish I could remember who Zollis was actually playing for. And anyway, what are we going to do with him? Close him down. hard tackle him. And Mope, tight mark him left foot. I remember Mope. Oh, who's missing now? I can't believe this. Aspria will have to come in here, and let's go. Well, no, let's give Clivert a run out. I'm running out of players. That's not very sporting of FM with the cup final against Manchester City coming up. Let's give Manchester City the advantage, shall we? Terrible. I'm willing to bet that Haaland won't be injured. I'll bet any money that Haaland isn't injured. That's a bit worrying. Focus right down here. And it's Norwich. Oh no, we've got another injury. I can't believe it. What is going on? Now we've got Aspria injured. The game is like, it doesn't like the fact I'm winning against it too much. It's trying like, you can't do this. I'm going to make you not do this. If you get too good at this game, it's going to injure your entire team. Come on. Losing Aspria will be a big blow. Oof, that was close. I think I'm going to send my assistant down the park to see the local school boys playing, and then he can pick up a few of them. They can play in the cup final. It's just bonkers. It's been a season, though, riddled with injuries. They are beating us easy now, aren't they? Okay, something's got to change. So we're going into the high press now. Something has to change. Let's just check my lines here. Let's push the line up. Let me just take that off now. Something's got to change. We haven't had, yeah, we've had 66% of the possession again, but again, it's shots on target. I'm willing to bet. Who is it? Clivert this time's having an absolute shocker. Oh boy. But we've made a little change. Let's see if it makes any difference. They are playing a high tempo game though. The game is very high tempo. So maybe I need to slow them down. Maybe that's the secret to this one. It's just to like, because they are passing it around at a really high pace, which is not good because they're going to tire themselves out. And we should intercept that. Well done, Clivert. He's done something useful. Pass through to Leonardo. Oh, Leonardo. Oh boy. See. Game engine, you cannot beat me. No matter how many injuries. Oh, yes you can. You can disallow goals. Of course you can. Oh, God. Oh, hair's breadth. That was so deserving. I don't know why. I mean, we've had all the match momentum. We're in control of the game. But we're just like not getting shots on target, and there's another one off target. This is just going to be one of those games. I can't just keep trying to figure out what is going on. Our shooting has not been good enough. I'm furious with these boys. Anybody else? You've not been good enough. Get your act together. But it's It's just so upsetting. I'm losing players left, right, and centre. I'm hoping that Asprilla isn't a serious injury, because it wasn't a red dot injury. We just took him off. But look, 8-1, that's terrible. 10-1. Absolutely dreadful. Some subs now. Oh boy. I don't have anybody I can bring on. Lindemann can come on for Maswega, give him a game, why not? Fed up of the game. And who's... Let's give the fullbacks a rest. Connor Roberts and Sirkin can come on. Nathan Phillips for Amadozic. Clivert is still shocking. Can't make any more. So let's leave Amadozic on then and bring Cherlanov on. Absolutely terrible. Come on, boys, you've got this. The only thing I can think of is to go attacking again. Try and get them on with an attacking display again. It worked last time. Let's get in their face now, boys. Because they should be quite tired. They were tired before they came onto the pitch. But they are still spraying it around. It's high tempo stuff they're playing. It's nice. So it looked good. I wonder if I've got to slow the tempo down. I wonder if I've got to stop them playing at such a high tempo. Because they're very tired. So are we. But that was a disastrous result. What happened to Wolves? Wolves losing to Manchester City. That's why we're drawing, of course. That was a disastrous result. But can we sneak it at the death? Come on, boys. Let's shout some encouragement. Come on. Oh, that's not going to do it, is it? Sometimes a draw is better than a defeat. Why are Norwich playing so well? Oof. Can't figure this one out at all. Can't figure this out at all, why we've only drawn against Norwich. And they are just finding acres of space now. And I do need to pull the line back. This high tempo stuff is terrible. Yeah, where's Wilden? I could have done with Wilden playing for me today. Where's Wilden? That was not good. I'm far from pleased. Absolutely shocked. It's because Wolves were beaten by Manchester City, who weren't due to win that one. And I couldn't change that. When's the next one? They're coming thick and fast here, aren't they? No, we got a week off. West Ham, that won't be easy. Oh, cheers, Robert. Nice to meet you, mate. Uni, stressful. Third day. I suppose it is a little overwhelming on your third day. I remember my uni days. I don't think I ever felt stressed. We were just drunk all the time. I don't know how I got through that. But, yeah, it's quite overwhelming in your first few days. You'll get used to it, though. It'll be like home soon. It'll be absolutely like home. Now, I do not want any more injuries, FM. Please, I don't want any more injuries. Otherwise, I'll be sending out the under-16s against Manchester City in the cup final. That will not be nice. And at this rate, Lindemann's looking like he might get a spot in the cup final. 17 years old. Let's go. How many games have we got to go? Politics, philosophy and law. Yeah, that's probably going to keep you busy. But you know what they say, Robert? Better busy than bored. Better busy than bored for sure. Yeah, man, that's Devlin out. Should I appeal? I'm going to appeal. Why not? Got nothing to lose. Let's appeal. Not that I'm going to win the appeal, but it didn't look that bad to me, to be fair. Although it probably is quite bad when you say, oh no, we're going to get a red card here. It's probably quite bad. Because it's quite calming. I'm quite calming. Well, that's a first for me. These streams drive me nuts. They drive me nuts. It's absolutely incredible. I mean, I think that on one level they have made FM23 harder. Have considered your appeal. They've ruled I did not have valid grounds. Oh well, we tried. And they've ruled that you are not going to have valid midfielders for the cup final. That's what the ruling really is. Oh, Musa's back, but he gets injured. This is injury history. Look, this year, that's his injury history. He has to go onto the transfer list for the summer. Got to. He has so many holidays, that boy. West. Oh, he wants to play Musa, does he? I don't. But we'll go with his squad, and then I'll just put Leonardo in. Musa can come on later. So I'll play Leonardo. Oh, what has he done with this bench now? Sirkin, Egan Riley, yeah, because I don't have a right back anymore, do I? I've got Nathan injured. Roberts actually can come in here. Amadozic. Do I really want Amadozic on the bench if I'm resting him? I've got McNally. McNally can play on the bench. Lindemann. All the rest are kind of like injured or suspended or... Let's go and play West Ham. I don't feel very confident against West Ham. Finishing in 7th, though, would be really good, but it's still very tight there. There's just 2 more. Oh, West Ham and Newcastle has definitely got to be a low block here. Definitely got to be a low block. Not a high press. Which one is the low block? This is the low block. We are going to do this one a little bit more defensive. West Ham were probably going to be a little bit more direct. So we are going to be very cautious going into this game. We're going to slow the game down. That'll work for me. At the end of the day, it doesn't really matter, boys, does it? Because we're in the Conference League, and if we were carrying on with this, we would have every chance of winning the Conference League, I reckon, next season. And I don't want to go into the Europa League because you can't win that in season 4. But you could win the Conference League. So I don't actually want to finish too high up. I want to keep our place in the Conference League. But as I won't be at Burnley next season, I'll be struggling with whoever is bottom of the league, and that might be Burnley. You never know what the new manager's gonna actually doing. Oh, let's have another injury. I don't even know who he is, though. That's all right. Let's come on, just injure everybody. Let's just get it out of the way. Just leave me 11. That's all. Just leave me 11, and I'll still do the AI. Pain in the neck. Oh boy. We are at home though. We should be positive going into this game. I'm always positive. Ish. Let's save that. Manchester City 2, Man United 0. Let's have a look at Manchester City's injuries. Oh, they've now got Nathan Ake injured. Bernardo Silva is injured as well. Oh, they've got 2 injuries. Nearly caught me up though. Let's do that. Let's do this. Let's go and play some football, boys. Oh no, I forgot the opposition stuff, didn't I? Ben Johnson. Not going to do anything with him. He's quite right. The assistant's got that right. Mickey DeVen, not going to do anything with him either. Right foot, that's all. Right foot. So these 2 boys, these are the boys you've always got to worry about. He's a ball winner, so just close him down and put him on his weaker foot. That's all you need to do with a ball winner. Or a dribbler. And just, what was his weaker foot? Left foot. Yeah. And then if you've got creative players, you've got to get close to them. So like Declan Rice. He's not that creative, but he's creative enough. We've got to get close to him, so tight mark him left foot. The only way you can stop those boys, like Salah on the wing, you've got to tight mark him. You've got to get someone close to him. Right foot. Hello, James, mate. How you doing? How's your evening? Right foot. He has a bit of pace, so we'll just turn him onto his right foot. I don't want to tight mark a winger if he's not that creative, but Fornals, we do need to tight mark. And to... No, we don't need to close him down. We'll just tight mark him. He doesn't have a shot on him. Yeah, these boys are going to be pacey, aren't they? So we need a different approach. And I'm not going to do anything with him. Not even hard tackle him. Yeah, they're pacey, so they're going to play high tempo, direct football for sure. Left foot. So what I'm going to do as a response to that... Oh, I've already done it. Just make sure our line is deeper, because they are going to try and play very pacey football. This is a game we are probably going to lose. I don't feel, although he's saying we are favourites, I'm just going to say our home form is important to us and try and G them up a little bit. I'm not sure why we are favourites. They're in 9th. So I don't know why we would be. Have you really? I believe you, Andy. I believe you. There's no bribing of officials on this channel. Oh, what a strike. Leonardo, is he starting to come into his own, Leonardo? Is he starting to become a player now after 3 seasons? What a volley that was. What a strike that was. There you go. The low block again. Oh, yeah, I like that volley, Leonardo. Nice one. 61 points now. That is pretty good for this Burnley team. If we can hold on to this, we got 2 out of 2, 2 from 2 in shots on target. It's looking good. Got the match momentum. The Middlesbrough court case. Well, like I said, the police commissioner, he said we can find no evidence of any bribing of officials, and if he did bribe officials, he's clearly wasted his money. I only won 3 games, and we were like in that 2 months, and we were like up to 10th. Yeah, same as me, Andy. I got them all right after the final whistle. Isn't that strange? Call this one then, Andy. Call this one. De Silva's making a case for a cup final place, is he? He's playing well, actually. Danilo's having a good game as well. Oh, look at this. Leonardo again. Oh, offside this time. I keep forgetting I'm offside 50% of the time. Disallowed that time. Maybe we need to train Leonardo to beat the offside trap, but he's certainly striking the ball well today. And West Ham have not had a shot yet, but that's about to change. Well done, Costinha. But come on, we've got to get rid of this ball. Very dangerous. They are coming back into the game a little bit, West Ham. They might have changed something. This double pivot is very difficult to defend against. And if you got like a Segunda Volante and an anchor, or even a DM, it's very difficult to defend against, because they make runs, they're making very late runs. And you do have to make sure you're picking up, which is why, like, somebody like, what's his name, who's Devlin, who is actually suspended, he would do a good job against a double pivot, because he'd get his foot in on them. Not quite sure Maswega has the same ability to do that. Come on, let's make it 2-0, boys. Come on, Cliver, do something. You've been terrible up to now. Oh, I say. We've absolutely annihilated them, though. But they're not out of the game by any stretch of the imagination. But I'd take a 1-0. Against West Ham. Declan Rice and all. I'm going to say well done on controlling possession. Everybody's playing decently, aren't they? We don't need to get upset with anyone. We'll send them out with that. We don't need to get upset at the moment. Oh, let's have another injury, shall we? Why not? Oh, for goodness sake. And now we've got to bring McNally on, which is not good news. Can we have another injury? Come on, I haven't had an injury for a while. Come on. You're favouring the opposition. The game is favouring the opposition. We're just not getting as many injuries as everybody else. Come on, let's put one in the back of the net and let my frustration go away. Clivert's doing well, but that's a poor pass. Not like all your squad, though, James. I've had about 9 in this episode. And we're not even training. That's the thing. We're not even training at the moment. They're just like go into these tactic meetings and but then, you know, got to blame the cleaners for leaving rubbish bins that they can trip over in the meeting room. Come on, Clivert. Come on. Oh. He's supposed to be a good player. He's had a terrible season. Let's make some changes. He's missing open goals now on top of everything. Look nervous. Well, he would be, I suppose. Do I want to bring Leonardo off? Yeah, I need to rest him. Let's bring Musa on for a game. If we draw against West Ham, we draw against West Ham. I need to rest. What did I do there? I don't know. Let's undo it, whatever I did there. Let's bring Larson on for Clivert. He's having a nightmare. And let's bring Maswega on for De Silva. One more. No, we'll leave the one because I'm probably going to get another injury. So we'll leave one for the injury. That's possible, Andy. That's very... Oh, what was that? Well done, Espria. He got his foot in there. But looking to me like West Ham are coming back into this game. They're looking the fitter team at the end. And we are not doing much. That's a penalty, is it? Oh, that's a mistake. And it's cleared off the line. Oh, my goodness me. What on earth? Okay, this team need a talking to. They need to focus. Get your act together. West Ham, they're not really coming into this game. They've just had moments in the game. Yeah, they are, James. It was like ping pong. I'm actually now going to... I can't close the game down anymore. It's already closed down. We're going to regroup as well. Instead, we're just going to... Oh, what I can do... Oh, have we got another injury? I think, did something pop up there that we've got another injury, or is someone exhausted? There's the equaliser. I knew it was coming. I can't cope with the amount of injuries I'm getting. I knew that was coming. I don't want to see that. Who is it? It's Danilo is tired. I knew that was coming. And that's why I went and tried to close... Oh, Musa's taken a knock. This is stupid. I'm not going to have plays. I mean, Musa, he might as well go on holiday now. It simply was not good enough. Simply not good enough. Not up to my standards at all. What was that about? Yep, Musa's injured, out for a week. Oh, how many injuries am I going to have? How many? Just do them all now. Just do them all now. You really are throwing your toys out of the pram because you cannot beat me, can you? That's the game is having a big problem with me. It cannot beat me. Look, all these, well, it's tried its best and it has not been able to beat me. The last game of the season, Newcastle. Oh boy, let's go and change some of this around. And we will counter. We'll play the same way as we did against Newcastle before. Why not? If I've got a team left. No, that wasn't FM'd. I think that probably was my mistake because I clicked on regroup, and that is not something our team are used to doing, and I haven't trained them to regroup, so that's probably my fault. Sometimes as a manager you've got to hold your hands up and say, yep, my error, and that was probably my error. I panicked and shouldn't have panicked. Oh yeah, I'm not looking forward to the cup final. Really not looking forward to the cup final. That's going to be a disaster. Do I need to rest them? No, there's a week, isn't there? But it's okay. Still done ourselves proud. This team has done Burnley proud. I'm just wondering, who's going to get injured during the week now? Come on, FM, who's it going to be? Why don't you take Asprilla out? Because he's my best player. Take him out. Go on, I dare you. Take him out. I'm wondering, who is it going to be? This is a shocking amount of injuries. And this one, this should be match review. This one can be attacking corners. No, that's defensive shape, wasn't it? Let's cancel that. Yeah, those two I need to keep. So this one is match review. Overall is not necessary. We'll do set pieces, defending, attacking corners. And then this one can be attacking free kicks. This one can be defending corners. And this one can be overall. And then here we'll do another penalties. That'll do. 2-2 draw. Oh, Ed B, you really are. Phil's team talk. All right, this is a very poor side that's got no one good. Like, who is Haaland? Who? Who is who? Never heard of him. Oh, boy. I really don't want to play that final. Beating Newcastle must be a fluke result. Zinedine Zidane wants to sign Costinha, does he? Well, you can, because I'll be resigning at the end of the cup final. Oh, boy. Yes, of course he is. These are really silly questions. This communication with the press has got to be made better. Maybe they will. I don't know. Haaland got nothing on the turn. Oh, absolutely. How many goals has Leonardo got? What am I doing? Leonardo. He's got 18 goals now. Haaland has got nothing on him. Leonardo's coming into a little bit of form, though. Luckily, because Musa has just deserted everybody. Just gone on holiday already. Oh, come on, boys. We've got to win this one. Oh, Newcastle have just played as well, have they? So we're playing Newcastle very soon after they played Liverpool. Maybe we've got a chance against Newcastle. Oh, there it is. It's Maswega. Why not take a spree out as well? Go on. Might as well. This is really silly. I don't mind having an injury or two, but goodness me. So now I've got Maswega out, have I? Where is Maswega? Yeah, nobody minds an injury or two. He can't play, so we've got to take him out. Devlin's still... So I need to put Amadozic in here. Gabia. Where is Gabia? Gabia, Amadozic, Costinha, wanted by Zinedine Zidane. Still got... Oh, Jamal Lewis is back, is he? Newcastle is his old club. And De Silva, Danilo. That looks like a bench to me. He's injured. Oh, he could sit on the bench, couldn't he? Lindemann can play on the bench. Larsson, Bellegarde. I'm going to give Larsson game instead of... Then we'll put Asprilla out here. And put Bellegarde in here. There's not much else I can do. Rahman, Roberts, McNally. Phillips in for McNally. Look at this. Oh, what a nasty game it is, isn't it? It's a dreadfully nasty game. But it's done this too late because this has been a sensational season. And it's done it too late. Oy. So how many of you guys think that I'm going to win the cup final then? No, Andy, Leonardo hasn't been injured at all, has he? So... he might be next, yeah. And Musa would have to play injured in the cup final. No, you don't believe it. James. Robbie thinks we're going to win the cup final. Actually, maybe he's right. Swap those over. Asprilla. And... I don't know. Is he right? Clivert. He's got to do better. Look, he's like a 3.5 star player. He's got to do better than what he's doing. He's ranked as one of my better players in the squad, and yet I'm not seeing it from him. He scored one good goal. He scored a really good goal once. A miracle result. I think that the game is going to be scripted for a Manchester City win. Oh, let's have another injury. Come on. Now I haven't got any full backs, have I? Oh, come on. Another one? I haven't got a full back now, have I? Oh, I've got Costinha left. And Egan Riley is already on the bench. Oh, come on. This is silly. Makuta, 2 days. Masuega, 3 days. Let's put Makuta on the bench then. I'm having to put injured players on the bench now. This is really silly. So I think, yeah, the game is going to be scripted for Manchester City. But it might script it low to give me a chance. And if I make the correct decisions, then it will give me a chance of winning. Being as it's a cup final. That's my guess. That it will script it for City. But I do have a chance as long as I make the right decisions. That's what's going to happen, I think. Right, I need to get this game out of the way. So we'll just leave it now to the assistant. Churlin off for Larson. Okay, we'll do that. But I need now to check the bench, don't I? Yeah, because he's messed the bench up again. Oh, boy, you idiot. Why did you let him do that? Phillips. And see, now I don't need Sirkin on the bench. Yeah, we'll put that. I had Makuta on the bench, didn't I? Put for Raman. Bellegarde, Musa, Larson, Lindemann, not McNally. Let's see what he's... Oh, goodness me. Let's go out there and get this game over. Let's get ready for the final. Got to hope that Newcastle are a little bit tired because they've just played Liverpool a couple of days ago. Go out there and press me. Do better than last time because that was a shocking result against West Ham. A game we should have won. Oof, we started better. But they're not that tired. They've obviously rested them. It's all very even at the moment. Aspria. Come on. Come on, boys. We got this. Oh, over the bar. So I think the cup final is due to go to City. We've got to remember, we've already had one cup final success. So we're going to have to work like crazy for the next one. And I'm going to have to make absolutely right decisions. Which I don't think I'm going to do because I'm playing the game too fast. Like today's decisions might not be the right ones. Good tackle though. De Silva is not playing too badly though. He's come in and done a good job there. Kluivert needs to do better. Oh. We'll take a goal from a set piece though. Again, we're not getting shots on target. That's the worry. Something needs to change. Is that another corner? Come on, one from a set piece. Near post, Amadozic. Terrible. Oh, we've dropped down to 8th. Wolves have overtaken us. Beating Fulham 1-0. Yeah, absolutely, James. We probably were marginally favourites in that game. Although Wolves, it would have been very close to call because Wolves are a good team. And it was a close final as well. And that's not going in, Kluivert, from there. See, he's just not playing very well at all. He's now, what is he, 6.8. Oh, he's not bad today. Leonardo's on a 6.6. But Leonardo's been playing a lot of games and he must be suffering a little bit. You can't actually blame Leonardo. Musa has let us down. He's just constantly injured. We should cover that. Well done, goalkeeper. Against really creative teams, just dropping that line down to a standard line really works. The AI struggles to get balls over the top. We're certainly creating chances. Was that one on target there? We've been the better team. We've actually... They've only had one shot, but we've had 10, but only 2 on target. Now they're ahead in the shots on target, Newcastle. So it means they're probably going to win this game. But they are tiring. So maybe we should be attacking them in the second half. Run them around a bit. I'm going to watch him. That's a poor pass, Trippier. He was in my fantasy team at the weekend as well. 18 points. That was awesome. Kluivert. Come on, nod it on. Now we're in. Now we're in. Cherlanoff. Hero Cherlanoff again. Yes. 1-0. Cherlanoff is the boy. He's a dark horse, isn't he? Cherlanoff. That was a good header down by Asprilla, and Leonardo was sharp. Nice. Nice. Come on, we got this, boys. I think we're capable of even better. You weren't that bad. Keep going. You have the ability. You weren't that bad, boys. Come on. You've got this. I mean, it's close. It's very close here. 13-4, 5-2. We seem to have got the sign over Newcastle, though. And what I need to do now is I'm watching this. Watching that and watching our shots on target. I'm watching the fact that we're still fairly fresh. So I'm going to go and make some changes now. First off, I'm going to go to the high press. And we're going to keep the line there. And we're going to up the tempo. The tempo's high because I want to up the tempo because they're getting tired. Now we need to start running them around. 6.4 for Gabbia. Jamal Lewis, who is very tired. Lewis. Sirkin can come in here. Danilo is tired. I don't want to take Danilo off though. Cherlanoff is playing well. I don't want to take him off. Kluivert, possibly. Let's go with that for now. Let's go in opposition. Come on, boys. We've got this. Let's go and take it to them now. Score one more. Then we'll slip back into the low block. And then we'll call it a day. And send Newcastle home. Just press them a little bit more now. We've got to change this. They are on 50%. We are on, what is that? Probably about 38%. So that needs to change. So we need to just do something a little different. Not too much. That's a lovely pass. Oh. Almost. Almost the right decision. Come on, boys. We got this. Danilo is tiring. Yeah, possibly. I mean, I'm not expecting to beat Manchester City in the Cup. Why would I? Go on, Larson, hit it. Oh, not into Rosette, though. Oh, come on, boys. Why are we going into this we can't finish business again? If we finish, though, in 7th, that will have been a great season. 8th will be a great season. I need Wolves to lose to take the pressure off me. Don't give them a goal now. They do have their 33% now. They have a much better shots on target ratio than we do. And this is really squeaky bum time now. We're not a very good pressing team either. That's clear. But I'm just banking on the fact that Newcastle had that tough game against Liverpool and shouldn't be fresh, but they're in. 1-1. They always had a better shots on target ratio. All these draws, though, we've had at the end of this. I think we've had 4 draws, haven't we? I think I'm making poor decisions. I think maybe I shouldn't have gone into the high press. We don't press very well. Okay, I don't need to see it anymore. Danilo is very tired, so he needs to come off. Makuta can come on. And they can all have a rocket. Costinia's anxious. Regan Riley on there. They're all about to get a rocket. That was a poor result, but it's not the game. I made a bad decision, and I've got to go with it now. And that was terrible as well, absolutely dreadful. But we've rescued it. I'm going to slip back into the low block, I think, because that is not working at all. Absolutely not working at all. We're not a very good pressing team, and I'm not learning that. And the balls over the top are a problem. 1-1, another draw. I think we've had 5 draws or something today, have we? Yeah. 1-1 draw again. And where did we finish? We didn't play as well as we can. That's what you have. That's a correct call. We didn't. We're giving away. We finished in 8th, which is not bad. And we still qualified for Europe. So that is actually not bad given the quality of this team, and 2 cup finals. And we've won 1 of them. Manchester City. We got to stay positive. I don't want to time waste playing at that pace. We'll counter. That seems to be the right thing to do. Standard line. Come off the press a little bit. That's how we're going to set up. Look at the training. It's just set pieces and penalties. So this is it then. We just about got all those games in. 7 games. Just going to go 20 minutes overtime, I think. It has been a very good season. When I look back over how hard it has been to manage this Burnley team. For 2 seasons, we were really dire. We got to 10th, I think, last season. Was it 10th that we finished, or 12th? Let's have a look. Where did we finish last season? Burnley. Last season 13th we finished. So to actually finish in 8th. Oh, potential issue with McNally. Well, we'll leave that one. I don't want to deal with him in Cup Week. I won't be here anyway when he causes a problem. Erling Haaland's only got 50 goals. Are you trying to scare me about Haaland? He always actually scores against me. Haaland always gets a goal or two. I'm torn between not wanting to invite City onto us, but if I set the line high, they're going to cause us problems. What do you think? Should I play with a high line? I've played this style before against City with a standard line, and they just annihilate me. I'm going to push the line up. I have had problems with City. I don't know how to beat City. Does anybody not have problems early on against City? Oh, Ollie knows how to beat City. How did you beat them, Ollie? Amadozic, Gabriel, Lewis. I'll go along with that. Amadozic, Gabriel, Lewis, Costinha. Yeah, that would be my team. But maybe he wants to switch him around. He wants the aggressive Devlin in. But I don't. I want Danilo in there. So I'm going to have Danilo and De Silva. I think De Silva's forced his way into the team. Asprilla actually might be a good choice for the right wing. And my hero, Cherlanov. And then Bellegarde. Cherlanov, can he be the hero again? Oh my God, yeah. Imagine City next year. Oh my God. Hold a team meeting. You should be incredibly proud of yourself. Well, they should be. 2 finals. This is going to take some pretty good decisions to win this, and I don't think I'm up for it. I'm quite tired now. I don't think I'm up for it. Next season, maybe, but not this year. I'm very kind of like happy about the way the season's gone, though. To finish in 8th in the third season of the save is absolutely awesome. Right, let's get to this game. The FA Cup final. Who would have thought? Burnley in the FA Cup final. Yeah, Andy, that's the way to win, isn't it? Score more goals than them. Cool, that's 1 graph and a half. Jamal Lewis, Bakuta, 45. All these injuries have not helped. My team's been decimated. It's absolutely decimated. Just save that before the final to avoid crashing. Defensive. No, we're going to go out and give them a game. None of this defensive stuff. I don't think so. For a start, look at Cancelo. Strong, brave. Left foot will be fine. Santos doesn't have pace when we need to close him down right foot. Rodri is a very good player, isn't he? I put Rodri in my fantasy team for this week and he got sent off -2. Excellent. Good job, Rodri. Just tight mark him. Kevin De Bruyne. Tight mark him too. Frankie de Jong, tight mark him as well. We've just got to somehow close that midfield down. So that's why the high line might be better. Saka. Right foot. Hard tackle him. Foden. Hard tackle him. Right foot. And Haaland. I can't hard tackle him. Right foot is the key to Haaland then. And Lewis needs to close down less. Costinha also needs to close down less. And that's it, isn't it? That's the way we're going into this game. Here we go. Can we beat Manchester City? No is the answer. Nobody expects us to win. Go out and make me proud. If Leonardo decides to have a good game today, who knows what will happen? But we're going to have to play better than we have of late. And we've had the first 2 shots of the game, which is quite interesting. Oh, here he is. But that was... Oh, boy. Yeah, we want to stand off Foden and the other winger. I get caught out quite a lot with that. But there's Haaland. 1-0. Oh, boy. Well, of course, he's not offside. The ball came backwards. It's not working out, is it? Oh, it's been disallowed. Why was that disallowed? I don't understand that. Oh, there's the offside. In front of my goalkeeper. I didn't know that happened in FM. But Haaland isn't that tall, is he? He's quite big, isn't he? But he's not that tall, is he? My 6'4" defender should be able to head the ball. But he's strong. That's the problem, isn't it? He just probably nudge my... Oh. This dilly-dallying around at the back. Saka playing for Manchester City. Haaland 1-0. That's... Ah, boy. Oh, referee's having a look again, is he? What is going on here? That one's going to count. That was a good goal, that was. Oh, boy. Let's tell him to get stuck in. That's poor. Oh, also, I think the tempo needs to be higher. Get rid of the ball quicker. Because City are pressing and we need to just get rid of the ball. Don't hold on to it. I told you we're not going to win this. It's totally unrealistic. I just hope we can keep the score down. I don't want to finish the season on a 5-0 defeat. Tell Gabia to mark Haaland. Yeah. It's not that far apart, you know. Not that far apart. If I go attacking in the second half, they're just too good. We've had our cup final. We're not going to have this one. Oh, well done, De Silva. He is on a yellow. Oh, God, don't dribble. They're all told, don't dribble. Oh, boy. 2 for Haaland. The only thing I can do is attack them in the second half now. I'm going to go with the Brazilian tactic. Our first touch has been terrible today. We're just giving the ball to them. Defensively, we're absolutely shocking. It's just dreadful. So let's go attacking. This couple of boys are anxious, so they should be. You've been terrible so far. Sort it out. These forwards need a rocket. Look at this. Who's this? It's the front boys who've been playing well. Playing badly. Not the defence. Jamal Lewis. You weren't good enough. Amadozic. You not happy. Luke versus Haaland. I mean, I don't know how you contain Haaland. He's just too good. In FM, he's a beast. If you come up against him, he always scores against me. Usually 2. Always. And I'm going to go into the Brazilian tactic now. Why not? Aspria's tired. But he's one of the players playing better than most. So let's try the Brazilian. Let's see if we can get a goal back. Fortune favours the brave. It's their first touch is terrible, but he's won it back. What was that? This is why we are losing it, because that is so poor. Who's out of position? Who is out of position? Ashpria. Please just don't make it 5-0 FM. That's just silly. Fraser Ruddock. Yeah, penalty. Why not? Big game penalties. I just got to sit here and suffer. There's nothing I can do. Expecting to beat Manchester City in the final is the craziest idea ever. Hat-trick. Hat-trick for Haaland. I need some big hatchet guy who just needs to go and hard tackle him and knock his head off. Something along those lines. I don't want to see you gloating. Just, FM, don't make it 5-6-0. Just give me a break. I guess it's just, the game is just telling me this is the difference between the two teams. That's pretty much what it's telling me. They are way better than you, and I'm going to show that they are way better than you. What was that? Oh, it's terrible. Absolutely terrible. Show a bit of encouragement to them. They're doing better than I expected. I don't think it is unrealistic. I think the Manchester City beating Burnley is very realistic. And we have some tired bodies out there now. De Silva is tired. Oh, Aspria's knackered. Can Musa play there? No, he can't, can he? He can't play there. Yeah, Leonardo decides to have a 6.3 today. Cherlinoff is knackered. We'll play the Musa there anyway. Lee, of course, is out. He's injured, isn't he? And Danilo. I'm going to give Lindemann a game. Why not? And look at Jamal Lewis. 6.2. Okay. Lindemann, 18 years old. He can come on and play 20 minutes in the final. Why not? $3-0. As long as it's not 5-0, that's not so bad. We've done a bit better with this Brazilian tactic. Not good enough, though, but we've made some chances. Lindemann with the cross. Look at him running up. Yeah, like you're going to get back in this game. Was it Lindemann who provided the assist? Look at that. That boy is going to be a good player, that Lindemann. He's had two. He's had two very good games that I can... Oh, is it going to be 4-1 now? You haven't finished yet, have you? Well done, Muric. Back in it. Throw everyone up. They are attacking as much as I dare. The Brazilian is a 4-2-4. It's a short passing game. It's based on the Brazilian team of the 1970s, Ollie. And it actually is it does a very good job, but it's very risky. When I need to attack, then that's what I do. And sometimes when I'm just looking to score a goal, then I'll use this. But it's very risky. The line is very high and fast teams can take advantage of it. There is a video on the Brazilian tactic. Yeah, it was if you look in on the homepage for FM 23 tips and tricks, it's in there in that playlist. It's a very risky tactic, though. It's just something I will use if I want to go attacking. Oh, come on, we can get... We're still in this. Come on. We still got this. Ish. Looks like it's City all the way at the moment, but Bellegarde has got the ball. Larson, get there first. No, he couldn't. Okay, enough highlights, FM. We know we've lost. You don't have to rub it in. Enough highlights now. Oh, nice. Who was that? Cheeky. Actually, we haven't done too bad. To lose 3-1, I'm quite content with that. But come on, Musa. Do something. You've been out most of the season. Finds Bellegarde. Bellegarde inside. Musa. Chance. Oh. If we could have made it 3-2 then, that would have been good. They haven't done too bad. Actually, attacking Man City was better than trying to defend against them. No. We don't want to see this. The last thing in the world. Well, I think it was a good effort. So that's it. That is the season for Burnley. I thought it was a good season. We finished in 8th in the Premier League. We won the Friendly Cup, whatever that is. And I think that was in Italy in pre-season. We won the Carabao Cup. And we got to the final where we were defeated comfortably, but we put up a good fight. I think that was a good season. We are in Europe, in the competition that we would like to be. So I think, yeah, that is a good season. But the new challenge now will be to move this forward until February the 1st of next year. I will resign as manager of Burnley in protest at the board's shocking attitude towards finances. And then I will come back in February and take over the team that happened to be in 20th. And then the idea is to try and survive. We have 3 weeks then to try and get that team to survive. The impossible task. And so, thanks for following along, guys. It could be Everton. It could well be Everton, Robbie. We shall see. It might be Burnley. We don't know who the manager of Burnley's going to be. And it could be Norwich again. Yeah, Watford. Depends who comes up, I suppose, who's coming up. It's going to be interesting anyway. And the reason we do it after February is because we don't have any transfer windows. So we'll come back for that on, I'll set that up and we'll come back for that starting on Thursday. And thank you guys for following along. I really do love doing this stuff. Who comes up? I think it's too early in the season, isn't it? Let's have a quick look. They haven't finished their season yet, have they? Sky Bet Championship. Playoffs are still going on, so Middlesbrough there. So the playoffs are still going on. Who won the title, though? Stages. Where do you find this? League table. Everton and Leicester. And then any one of those could be... Oh, Middlesbrough did well. So yeah, Everton and Leicester promoted. Southampton, Middlesbrough, Blackburn or Hull. Yeah, possibly. All he's hoping was Sunderland. Thanks for watching, guys. Really do appreciate your support. You are an awesome crowd. And I do love doing this. I love doing this because I get to talk to you and interact with you, which I don't get to do when I'm making videos. So this is a much better thing for me to do. It's more fun. It's more tense. And I just love doing this. It's a shame that we are coming to an end, but we are going to do it all again with FM24. And we're going to learn all about FM24 together, I guess. Thanks, guys. I'm going to call it a day now, get a cup of tea and a couple of crumbits, and then get some rest. Nice to meet you, Ollie, and we'll see you on Thursday when we have the brand new challenge. Can we do it? I'd like to think I can, but this is going to be quite tough. Good night, James. Good night, Ollie. Good night, Football Fun. I didn't see you there earlier. Thanks for coming along. Thanks for supporting the channel. And see you all on Thursday, I hope, when we're going to do it all again. Catch you later, guys.